Hello everyone. Welcome to the Study of Basic Statistics course. I am Chen Zhenqi from Guangxi Financial Vocational College. Today, we will continue to learn Project 4, the second task in descriptive statistics, to calculate relative indicators. Relative indicators is an essential tool for us to conduct data analysis and comparisons of economic phenomena, especially in the practice of innovation and entrepreneurship. Compare data quickly and effectively. Both trend judgment and benefit assessment rely on it. Next, we will go through real cases, interactive questions, graphical presentations, to help you easily master the core knowledge points of relative indicators and improve the ability to independently judge and express data meanings. Students, let's first think about a question. Company A's profit is 5 million yuan. Company B's profit is 3 million yuan. Which one performs better? Maybe you will say, of course, it's A. But if I invest 50 million yuan, B is only 5 million yuan. At this time, we cannot only look at the absolute number. Instead, we use relative indicators to compare the input and output ratio. This is the topic of today: how to use relative indicators. Reveal the gold content behind economic phenomena. Relative indicators, also known as relative numbers, are the comparison results between two related social phenomena. The comparison result between the values. It can express the quantitative relationship or proportion. For example, a company's profit has increased by 20%. These percentages, dozen fractions, multiples, are the manifestation of relative indicators. Relative indicators have three main functions. The first, reveal the proportion and level of phenomena, such as per capita income and output efficiency. Second, it establishes a basis for comparison under different conditions. Enterprises of different sizes. They can be compared through unit output and input. The third is macro management and micro enterprises, an important tool for analysis. For example, the completion rate of business plans, the proportion of social structure, etc. Next, we focus on understanding the performance form of relative indicators. Although this knowledge point has a lot of content, but it is also where we often make mistakes. Today, we use a story of entrepreneurial data to help you remember. Here is a case study called the Entrepreneurial Project of Environmental Protection Handmade Cups. Suppose our team plans to sell environmentally friendly handmade cups. Let's take a look at a statistic that actually operates. In the first year, we sold 10,000 cups, and 33,000 in the second year. We calculate several ways of relative indicators to understand. 1. Multiples are also called coefficients and unnamed numbers. How many times more in the second year than the first? We can calculate 3.2 divided by 1 equals 3.2 times. That means our sales increased by 3.2 times. The second percentage. How much has it increased? That 2.2 times is 2 squares. Third, the percentage increases. We first subtract 1 from 3.2. Divide by 1, then we can get 2.2, which means a 220% increase. Fourth, the thousandth fraction. It is more suitable for fine scenarios, like our birth rate, our death rate, online active users, and other minor changes. Fifth, concrete numbers. The density of the population. What's the unit per square kilometer? Per capita income. How much per person? Through the mastery of these forms, can help us write business plans and market analysis to make our data more accurate and more convincing expression. Now we focus on learning the relative indicators of the degree of plan completion and the relative indicator of growth rate. These two common types. First, the degree of plan completion. It indicates how much of the plan has been completed. Its formula is equal to the actual completion number divided by the plan task number times 100%. Here is a case. Let's take a look together. A certain enterprise plans to achieve sales revenue of 20 million yuan. Its actual sales revenue is 24 million yuan. Then the degree of completion of the plan is equal to 24 million yuan divided by 20 million yuan times 100%, which is equal to 120%, which means the enterprise has exceeded the task. The planned completion rate is 120%. The second is the growth rate. Which is the growth rate? It represents the growth of an economic indicator compared to the previous period or year, how much it has increased. It is used to measure the magnitude of development. Its formula is growth rate is equal to the difference between this period's number divided by the previous period number multiplied by 100. Similarly, here is a case, and you can take a look together. A company's profit in 2023 is 3 million yuan and 3.6 million yuan in 2024. Then we substitute the formula. We can calculate the growth rate is 20%, which means the company's profit increased by 20%. Let's look at this question. The company's current sales are 5 million yuan, which is a 25% increase from last year. We need to find last year's sales. A 25% increase means this year's sales are 125% of last year's. So we divide 5 million by 1.5, which gives us 4 million yuan. So the correct answer is A. Now, we can extend it through innovation and entrepreneurship. In innovation and entrepreneurship, the use of relative indicators is ubiquitous, such as the payback ratio, which is used to evaluate the output ratio of marketing investment. Conversion rate is the effective conversion from browsing to ordering. The completion rate of exposure, which is the number of clicks on the video divided by the goal, and the customer satisfaction percentage. It is used to analyze user retention and repurchase. By mastering these indicators, we can use more scientific data language to convince our investors, to guide decision making, optimize our marketing strategies. Today, we learned the concept, function, forms of expression, and common types, such as the degree of completion of the plan, growth rate, etc. Combined with entrepreneurial data cases, we deeply understand the value behind the data. We realize that relative indicators are not only tools to express data, but also a powerful basis for achieving goals and decision making. In the process, we gradually realize that an excellent entrepreneur or manager not only needs creativity and passion, but also a sense of responsibility for goals, respect and sensitivity to data, integrity and responsibility to society. To consolidate learning outcomes, please complete the following homework tasks. Please combine an entrepreneurial project that interests you, such as campus stalls, short video delivery, and the development of environmental protection products. Design at least two relative indicators, and explain their significance in your project. And usage scenarios, such as the degree of completion of the plan, monthly target sales, and the actual sales, user conversion rate, the ratio of visits to orders, ratio between them. That's all for this class. Thank you all. See you next class.